Welcome to The Loop, a space where real business conversations happen. No scripts, no pressure, no wrong answers. Just two people talking about what it actually takes to build business, buy something, and show up for the community. Whether you're watching as a business owner, a procurement leader, or someone just trying to figure out your next move, there's something here for you. I'm Donna Ruff, and today I'm sitting down with Alicia Wilson from Little Alijo Catering. Alicia, how are
Hi,
you?
hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. So
I'm good.
wonderful. So we'll start somewhere fun. So just loosen up.
Okay.
All right. So before we get into business, I have to ask, what was it like to have the paparazzi following you around Super Bowl as a vendor there?
Wow, incredible feeling. Honestly, it was super surreal. I was just watching the videos yesterday because I haven't posted them to social media because I'm still just in shock that I was chosen out of everyone in San Francisco or the Bay Area in general to represent my city. So that was a complete honor. It was ecstatic having the mayor come out and reach out to me, and he came to my commissary kitchen, which is also where I was born and raised in Hunters Point. So it definitely was surreal. I still honestly don't believe it happened, but I'm super grateful. It definitely was an out of body experience. The NFL treated me like family. They were honestly everything I needed, anything, any step of the way. They were there the whole time. So it was amazing.
Right on. I agree. They have an amazing program that they're running in every city that they hold the Super Bowl in. So I'm super excited for our local businesses to be able to participate and so super excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
So let's take things back a little bit. What made you say, I'm doing this and then actually doing it?
I started Little Alley Joe Catering and Events from a place of passion and necessity. Cooking has always been an identity of mine. I'm rooted in Creole and Caribbean traditions, but I realized there was a gap in the market, especially in San Francisco, that missed the bold, cultural driven cuisine presented modernly or an elevated way. So I just made the decision to go all in after I saw people connect with my food and the flavors and also the experience. So what started as a small pop-up turned into a business with real demand because I saw something I could build that would be scalable from it.
Okay, right on. So then let's actually talk about what your business does, the types of foods that you create, especially with that Creole background, and who is your audience?
My audience is creatives, anyone that's into new or trying new things or things they're not familiar with. I feel like I get them by my presentation, really. I always try to elevate it or make it presentable or appeasing to the eye so it catches them quick. But yeah, we specialize in Creole and Caribbean cuisine. My dad is from Jamaica, so we're big on oxtails. It's probably like my favorite. We love red snapper. And I blended the two. I'm from San Francisco, so I grew up on a lot of Asian cuisine. So I make a really good oxtail lo mein, which is like a fusion of the both. And then my mom is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. If you know anything about people from
I
Louisiana,
do.
they are very proud people and very serious about their recipes. So with her recipes, I don't really change too much of them. I try to keep them classic. We're known for our red beans and rice. It's probably the best in the city, if I do say so myself. And then my etouffee. My etouffee to me is hands down the best. I probably can sweep people in Louisiana any day. I'm really serious about my etouffee. But like I said, I learned it from my aunt and my mom's side and my mom, and I try to keep their recipes classic because New Orleans really does, Louisiana in general really does have the best food in the US. I can't even I can't even knock them.
Hands down,
Yeah.
I love the Creole Asian fusion. I
Yes.
do have an Asian background myself, and so at
Love it.
the graduation, you had the small little tins, which
Yes.
are amazing because in the Filipino community, we use those tins. It becomes our sewing kit, it becomes
Man.
holds tools, it becomes all of the things. A makeup bag, it comes all of the things. So thank you so much for
Exactly.
that, and it's something that is a keepsake that I will have forever. So I
I
appreciate that
love
very
that.
much.
I'll just give you a little background on the tin cans. I went to school for fashion design. I went to art school, an art school graduate. I love creating, which probably explains why I create some of the dishes I do. But yeah, so the sewing kit. My aunt also, not only did she teach me how to cook, she also taught me how to sew at the beginning of the age of 4, actually. And she always had a tin can full of a cookie tin can full of sewing kit. So it kind of was just like a full circle moment. It just made so much sense to incorporate that addition to my business, so they can have a little background of where I came from, education wise, to where I am now.
Absolutely. It does make sense. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this next question because this is now some real talk, okay?
Okay.
Tell me, what is the hardest part about running and growing your business in today's environment?
Wow. Businesses like mine are agile, creative, and capable of high impact experiences, but financially, the cushion isn't always there. For some of the larger companies, they have more access to capital than we do. And it's hard to scale when you're a small business because most of the larger corporations want to work with businesses that have that they're known for this large scale or this budget or getting paid 30 days or 60
Oh,
days
yes.
from there. It's hard for businesses like us to go into contract with some businesses like larger businesses because it's financially it's hard for us to scale, especially with the food right now. It's not in a good state of price wise and quality or where you get it from. And me, I love quality over quantity any day.
Mhm.
So that's always going to be my first thing is the quality of the food, and it gets pricey, so that would be like the hardest thing to do is to scale on the financial side of it because stuff is so expensive nowadays.
I agree completely. So then I love that you explained that because I hope that our corporations out there can understand like exactly what you said as something that needs to be understood about your business. So thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. And then, so what kind of partners or contracts or other opportunities are you actively looking for right now then?
Man, we are looking for corporate catering contracts, like preferably vendor partnerships, an increase in festival and large scalable events like opportunities out there. We do pop-ups now, but at festivals, but we just want to increase that. Also, brand collaborations and activations. We're actively looking for that. And also a brick and mortar or a long-term residency in any San Francisco bar or anything that may need food. We would love to be in. We're going towards that basically. That's really what my goal is at the end of the year is to have at least either a brick and mortar or long-term residency in one of San Francisco's bars.
I love that. I had an opportunity to follow you on Instagram and you are already doing the darn thing. So
I
this is
love that.
huge. And I love everything that you're doing, the different organizations that you participate in. I saw one where it was a co-op of sorts that you're working with. Could you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've started with Into Action. They have been a blessing towards our business. They are a local nonprofit. They reach out to small businesses and help them grow where their need to be. Some vendors don't have their permits or don't even know how to get permits. They offer grants in a 16-week program. They get you in collaborations with other businesses like Foodwise. I work with Foodwise directly. They are also another nonprofit that is based in San Francisco's Ferry Building. They run the Ferry Building Farmers Market, the Alamany, and a Mission Market. And I got through them through Into Action. Into Action also was granted a food pavilion in Hunters Point in the new park. It's a shipyard in Indian Basin. And the food pavilion provides month-long residencies to some of their cohort members. Me being the first, I was completely floored as well with that news. But I guess it shows on my Instagram. I am an extremely hard worker. I'm very passionate about everything I do and what I put out there because I want that back towards me. When I go out to eat, I love that energy. I love good food, and nothing makes a person feel better than good food. So I never want to disappoint them. So I always put my all in my passion in everything I put, bake or cook, or even down to the drinks. And Into Action just expanded that. They gave me the opportunity to do several pop-ups. They gave me grant money so I can scale, and I was able to buy a food trailer. So they've been like an extreme blessing, and I'm super thankful to have them on my side.
We're super thankful to have you, and that's wonderful to know. You're a pioneer of sorts out there doing the thing. I appreciate you even explaining all of that to us.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up here, I just have one last question. It's a combination of questions, but
Okay.
I want to know what you want some of these procurement leaders and or corporations and other potential business partners watching you. What do you want them to know, and how can they find you?
Oh, that is a great question. Little Ellie Joe is a brand that delivers both quality and experience. We're not just providing food, we're creating something culturally rich and operationally reliable. We're super reliable. We're ready to partner with organizations that value creativity, professionalism, and consistency. I would love for them to find me at littlealleyjoe.com, or you can find me at Instagram at littlealleyjoe.catering. And you can also find me at Dog Patch in San Francisco, just a few blocks from Chase Center. We pop up in our very little cute turquoise food truck all around the neighborhood. So I'm easy to find. You can also call me at 415-455-6032.
Right on. Oh, Miss Alisha Wilson, thank you so much for joining us here on The Loop. What goes around truly does grow around, and we appreciate everything that you're doing in our community.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you
Thank
guys. It's been a blessing to work with you as well, and I hope this partnership continues as too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's The Loop. One conversation, real talk, and value that keeps circulating long after we leave this room. If what you heard today resonates, whether you want to do business with Alisha Wilson and Little Elijah Catering, get featured yourself, or just stay connected to what's happening in the diverse business ecosystem, the link is right below. Tap it. To our guests, thank you for showing up, being open, and being exactly who you are. Not just the business owner, but the person behind it. That's what this community is about. And that's what it's built on. We'll see you at the next one. Stay in the loop.